In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the fine tuners to fix a slightly off pitch. If you have not been shown this before, please check with your teacher. So this is my child's violin case. It has two zippers and a latch. So you squeeze the two parts here and then it opens it up. And the very first thing that I want to do is inspect to make sure that everything is set up properly before I do this. So for example, if I'm going to check the pitch, I need to undo this latch here because it is holding the strings down and it will cause the pitch not to ring. We won't know what the pitch is. So I'm just going to very carefully, when I pick up the violin, I use my fingers here, but very gently. I don't squeeze at all. I just kind of put my fingers underneath and then lift down, up, down like that. Hopefully your teacher has shown you that. If not, have them show you. We also need to check to see if the bridge is okay. So from top down, this is where this child's bridge is. It will vary based on what the violin maker decided is the best for this. There's inside of here, there's a sound post underneath, and there's a few other things that they need to take into consideration. I'm also going to make sure that the bridge is mostly up and down. You can see that the feet, those 2 feet, are pretty much flat against the violin. So those are important. Do not touch the bridge if you've never done this before. The bridge is very easy for the bridge to collapse, and that can cause all kinds of problems. So leave the bridge alone unless you have been specifically trained by your teacher. If the bridge doesn't look right, go talk to your teacher. It's not time for you to fiddle. Very expensive. So these are the fine tuners on this side. Now that I've checked the bridge and I've made sure that it's positioned in the case safely, all I'm going to do is go to the fine tuners, and if you are able to hear the pitches, so I'm going to very gently put my thumb down here. Of course, you should know how to do this already, but I'm just reminding you. So you put your thumb here and then pull, and that should create a sound. I do it intentionally over here, over the fingerboard. This is the fingerboard, and not over here because this is where the bow goes, and if you get your finger oil on there, then it can cause it to slide and some other things. So only pits over here, so pizzicato, this plucking the string like that. So you just kind of use the fleshy part of your thumb to do this, kind of just gently, and just get it to a little bit of an angle, not too much, and let go. Okay, so the bigger the angle, the louder the sound. So if I wanted to go a little harder, I could do that. A little buzz there, actually, probably comes from these guys. So these are the fine tuners, and if I want to make the pitch higher, so let's say this one actually sounds pretty good, but if I wanted to make it higher, then very gently, I'll twist like a clock to the right. So my thumb comes down like that. You see how I'm twisting it? Just like a little bit, like a half turn. And that made it just a little bit sharper. If I turn it the other way, like counterclockwise, and to make it a little bit easier for you to hear, I'm gonna go twist it a bunch of times. Now, do not twist it too far. If you twist it too far, it can actually come out. And if you twist it too much, then underneath, these little parts here that are a little hard to see, the black part down there, can actually hit your violin if you tighten it too much, because as you tighten it, it goes down towards the wood, and then it can actually go into the violin and create a crack. So be very careful there. You want to go somewhere in between. So I have loosened it enough that you can probably hear that it's flat. So now to fix that, I'm going to do like a turn, 2 turns. For me, it's still flat. A couple more turns, leaving it in its case because that's where it's safest. Hear that? So now I've got it in tune, and then you can do the same for the A string, the D string, and the G string. So if you need a refresher, watch this video again, but ultimately, please talk to your teacher. Do not try this at home unless you have been taught, or if it's an emergency, but really a teacher.